Hello beautiful people, my name is Yola and welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to discuss a revelation that came to me a little while ago while I was cleaning. I think it's something to do with when I'm cleaning, my mind is empty and I'm focused, so then it's easy for downloads to drop in. So a little while ago, I was cleaning my house and I'm not going to lie. The entire reason I started cleaning my house was because there were ants on my counter. Now let me explain why there were ants on my counter. I live in a very hot, humid place. And this afternoon, I ended up receiving plátanos. And anybody who doesn't know what plátanos is, it's basically plantain, which is of the family of bananas, right? So you fry it up and that's how you make sweet plantain and tostones. So I received some plátanos this afternoon and I put it on my counter. And I forgot about it because in my head I thought I'm usually able to put the plátanos on the counter because I know that I'm gonna cook it within this weekend or early next week. I'm gonna cook it soon, right? In my mind, I was like, okay, before I go to bed and before I start a new day, I want to clean dishes in the sink. I don't want to end the day with any dishes in the sink. So I go ahead and I start scrubbing out the dishes in the sink. And then I see ants, pitter patter ants, little tiny ones. I'm like, why are y'all here? The dishes that were in the sink didn't have any food, didn't have anything on them, because I'm the type of person, I rinse clean the dishes if I'm gonna leave them in the sink, meaning that I do a water scrub type of thing, but it didn't have soap, so it's technically not clean, but it doesn't have any residue or any reason why things would be in my sink. So I didn't see anything in my sink. It's that season where ants come into my house. So I was like, okay, let me just kill y'all with some bleach. I'll clean it up. So I started on that path of killing, the ants. And then I was like, why do I feel like they not leaving for some reason, right? Where are these ants going? What happened was I basically went into overdrive mode, which was first I'm just cleaning the dishes. And then it's okay, I'm just killing the ants that I see. And then it's okay, no, I'm about to deep scrub the entire counter because I'm like, what is going on? So as I start to deep scrub the entire counter, I'm like, for some reason, I feel like as I clean, I'm seeing more ants. I'm like, what's going on? Where is the food that they're eating? Mind you, the plantain is green and brown. It's natural looking. So I'm like, I don't see these little tiny ants crawling all over the plantain because it's probably 20 ants. It wasn't a large amount of them. And there's two huge plantains and they're crawling on the bottom part. I'm not seeing them on top immediately just by looking at the situation. So now I pick it up and then I'm like, oh, that was a sign for me to realize that I'm in a new season. I don't know who needs to hear this, but we are in a new season. Now, let me explain what that means, right? Because now as I'm picking up the plantain and I'm handling the situation, in my brain there was a thought that went through me to my core. And what I said to myself was, I can no longer put my fruits and vegetables on the counter. And it's not that I can never put them on the counter. It's the fact that I'm in a new season where ants are coming out more frequently. They're hungry. It's hot. It's humid. It's hotter than normal. The situation was slightly frustrating, but I was also very thankful for the situation being so minor and the fact that I was able to experience it for me to know that I have to change what I used to do, right? In the past 2 seasons, which consists of fall and winter, I was able to keep my fruit on my counter. I was able to, be haphazard. Basically, there wasn't enough heat in my house to cause a problem. There wasn't enough heat in my house for things to happen. So basically, in fall and winter, things were very calm, relaxed, slow. I didn't see no ants in the winter. And then a message came through my head that was like, I have to change because I'm in a new season. That's the revelation that came to me about the entire situation. Is it's time for me to change up the ways that I've been in order to accommodate for this new season. Okay? So it's time for you to change up the ways that you have been in order to accommodate this season, in order to face this season, because it's a new season. All right? Whatever you've been doing, if it's not working, it's because you need to do something new for this new season. I don't know what it is that you have to do, but just know that it's okay to have to do new things for a new season because it's a part of life. It's not a bad thing. It's a natural thing for us to have to adapt and change so that we are automatically prepared going forward, right? So what happened is I ended up getting my bleach, a brand new bottle of bleach, and immediately I switched into the version of myself that needs to be present when it's summertime. When it comes to cleaning, that version of myself, she doubles and triples whatever it is that she has been doing because she knows that's the amount that's necessary in order to maintain her home. What does that mean? That means that now, if I buy fruit and vegetables, I can't put them on a counter. I can't leave them out. I can't put them in a bowl on it. They can't touch a counter. They cannot go in a cabinet. They need to safely be refrigerated or bagged. Any bread coming into the house needs to be bagged and locked. No holes in the bag, nothing. It's one of those seasons where it's like, I have to be prepared to protect the things that I have, and I have to be prepared to remember what it is that I bought. That could be funny to some people, but the reason is because I have had moments where I have bought a grocery in the summertime and it spoils the next day. Now in the wintertime, you can buy that grocery, it's gonna sit there for weeks to a month. But I live somewhere so hot, it ain't gonna make the week. So if I bought the grocery to cook that night or the next morning, I need to do so. Because if I don't and 1.5 to 2 days go by, it's done for. It is done for. Lettuce, down. Cucumber, down. Tomatoes, down. Pepper, down. Onions, crying. They're down and they're out. The point is, I have to be more conscious of what it is that I have and be conscious of making sure that I use it in a timely manner. I no longer have as much freedom to be lackadaisical or to half do things, right? Because I'm not gonna lie, I will never say that I do things 100% in that one moment. I will say that I get things 100% done. But that doesn't mean that I get the 100% done in that hour on that first day. No. It might mean 10% on Monday, 20% on Tuesday, 50% on Wednesday. It fluctuates. But the point is, by the end of the week, 100% is done. Believe that. I'm making it add up. But now what I'm realizing is I don't even have the bandwidth, the time to let anything sit or wait. It's use it or lose it. It's a different season. I was spiraling towards all the negativity and what I don't want. And then I was like, let's not even think what I don't want. Let's think about what I want and what I'm willing to do so that I have what I want. Let's just think about that. Forget the potential downward spiral to the ground, chaos, worst case scenario. Forget all of that. I'm not even going on to that page. Let's stay right here in the present moment where I caught it in the bud and I know that I have to move differently. And let's not just move differently to prevent this from happening again. Let's move differently so that it never happens. Period. The point is, we're in a new season, and it's time for you to adjust to the version of yourself that you are meant to be this season. Adjust to the version of yourself that can win this season. Adjust to the version of yourself that is necessary in order for you to thrive in this season. That's the goal. You're not just trying to handle today, you're trying to handle the entire season. And in order to handle the entire season, you do that by focusing on what it is that you're doing each day. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I pray that it was informative. I pray that it was helpful to you, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Peace.